Support for Radio Friends comes from Columbia Healthy Smiles, the dental office of husband and wife team Dr. Batson and Dr. Abe, offering comprehensive and customized care to patients of all ages. Learn more by calling 573-721-9039 or online at www.columbiahealthysmiles.com. Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Wednesday, July the 14th. Scott Christianson is with us. And of course, if you're a regular listener, you know that Scott Christianson is our AI expert, artificial intelligence expert. Good to have you here, Chris.
Thank you for having me.
Today, you have something we have not dealt with before, and that's... well, what would you call it?
I'd say that assistive technologies are technologies that help people with disabilities to be able to better function and communicate.
Okay, someone who would have a disability in speaking, the machine or this app that you can download on your phone can interpret what that person is saying and then play it back for the other people that this person is trying to communicate with.
Right, exactly. So I was thinking about this because a mutual friend of ours, Kathleen Weincheck, and I'm sure a lot of people here in Columbia knew Kathleen, and she was a fantastic woman, did a lot with her life, but she had a disability that made her speech very difficult to understand.
Right, and so she was always in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
You would see her around town, and she would always talk to you.
Yes.
Always talk to you.
She wanted to communicate, but that was a real barrier for her in a lot of ways, of communicating with folks that didn't understand what she was trying to say, or maybe didn't have the time to learn how to listen to her. But what this app does, I'll play a short segment, and this person doesn't have big problems with their speech, but you can hear the phrase,
"I like chocolate."
And that goes into a computer that has been trained on this person's specific voice. So it's trained per person.
Okay? Play that. Play the person back again with the disability.
"I like chocolate."
Okay. Did you get what that is?
No, I could barely hear it.
Okay.
One more time.
Okay. Well, let me try it one more time. Let me make sure my volume's turned up and all that.
"I like chocolate."
Okay. And now?
"I like chocolate."
Okay.
Oh, the person was saying, "I want chocolate."
Yes, I like chocolate. And then the much clearer version is one that you and I can probably pick up on much more quickly.
So how does the machine learn to understand what that person is saying?
Well, what the person has to do is they have to train the machine in their voice. And so the machine will come, or the machine, you always use the word machine, so I've started to use it too.
Okay, it's not the machine.
The program will come with a list of phrases that the person needs to say, and the more they say those phrases and the more samples the machine learning algorithm or the program can get, the better it's going to do. Okay.
So the program is going to come up with a list of phrases or words that it is telling the person with the handicap to repeat.
Yes.
It will then learn what their voice sounds like.
Right.
When it hears it, it will play back the phrase for the people that they're communicating with.
Right, or it can even play it back for a device. So, for example, the Alexa devices allow us to control things in our home and do all sorts of stuff, right? Well, think about that. If you had a disability and Alexa didn't understand your voice, well, this can then be used to interface with the Alexa, so you can say, turn on the lights, turn on the TV, turn down the sound, call Paul, whatever I need for it to do. So this is one of the benefits. I know you and I are both a little suspicious of AI sometimes, but this is one of the good stories about AI being used.
Yeah. It's, I know I've said it before, but every time you come on here with new technology, it just kind of explodes inside my head because I'm an old-fashioned guy, and thinking of these machines talking, and you don't call them machines. What do you call them?
Just the software or
The
application.
software.
yeah.
You're talking to the software. I still find it fascinating that I can pick up the smartphone and ask Google a question, and that Google understands what I'm saying and has the answer back within a half a second or so.
Right. And, I just think about it too, this, like you're saying, the rapid increase in quality that we have in these types of applications. Think about a baby born today that's going to have a similar disability that Kathleen had, and the benefits they're going to get over their lifespan of having these technologies around that she was
Yeah.
not able to benefit from, or at least not for the majority of her time.
Now you're teaching you're giving a couple of classes.
Yeah, so tomorrow in the evening, as well as Friday morning, I will be teaching a couple of seminars on machine learning. So we'll spend about an hour or so, and I'll actually show you how this is done, how we actually train the machine. So we'll use our phones and we'll train the machine. It's open to anybody. Some of my students are going to be joining. They actually suggested that I open it up to anybody who wanted to attend. And if you go to learnabout.ai, so
Learnabout.ai.
that's our site that we put together for all these great resources. You'll find at the very top some links to register.
And it's free of charge.
Free of charge.
It is a Zoom class.
It is a Zoom class, and I
So-
think we're all familiar with that by now.
Yeah.
Maybe all tired of it by now.
Okay, I've got one question for you here, and I may have asked you this before. I was watching a show the other day on DVD, and I know most people are streaming now. DVD is old-fashioned, according to our director Travis. But I was watching a show, and there was an actor on there. When the show was over, I didn't catch the credits, and it name. I played it back again, and name wasn't on the credits. I picked up the phone and I asked the Google lady,
Right.
who was the person that played this character in the Waltons program, and I gave the title of the show. Within a second or two, she came back with that. Now, this
Right.
was a show that was made back in the 1970s.
Right.
How does that work? How did she come up
Well-
with it so fast?
Well, because they're searching the internet just like you and I would if we were at a computer, but it's searching Wikipedia, it's searching all these other resources that are out there, and then bringing that back very quickly.
But it's like there's no question you cannot ask that Google lady that she doesn't have the answer for.
Do you sit around at night and play Stump the Google Lady?
Oh, no, I don't. But every question I've asked the Google lady.
Well, maybe you just need to ask smarter questions, Paul.
Oh, thank you. That's a good comeback. That's really good. So if you want to see if you come back here again. Just kidding. You're welcome back here anytime. Anyway, if people want to come to your class via Zoom, you're having it again when?
Yeah, it's tomorrow night and Friday, and go to learnabout.ai.
Okay, and you can visit Scott's website, and we'll have you back again real soon.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.